this lesson, we will cover questions from section 3.7, multiplying polynomials. Question 1. Expand and simplify 3x squared subtract 2x subtract 4 multiplied by x plus 5. So in this question, we have a trinomial that is being multiplied by a binomial. When we do this, we take every term of the trinomial and distribute it into the binomial of x plus 5. So what we're going to do here, we're going to actually start off with our 3x squared term. So 3x squared, and we're going to multiply it by the binomial x plus 5. And we're going to do that for every term of the trinomial. Minus 4 and then x plus 5. And once we do this, we're going to distribute 3x squared into everything here, negative 2x and negative 4. So 3x squared times x gives us 3x cubed. 3 squared times 5 will give us a positive 15x squared. Negative 2x times x is a negative 2x squared. Negative 2x times positive 5 gives us a negative 10x. Negative 4 times x is a negative 4x. And the last one, negative 4 times 5 is a negative 20. In our next step, we're going to combine like terms. If you notice, there are no more x cubed terms, so we're just going to keep that as 3x cubed. Then we have 15x squared subtract 2x squared. That is going to leave us with a 13x squared. Then we have negative 10x and negative 4x, which leaves us with negative 14x. And we only have one constant term of negative 20. So our answer here is going to be C, 3x cubed plus 13x squared, subtract 14x, subtract 20. Number 2 is very similar. Susan determines the expression for the volume of this right rectangular prism to be 5x cubed, subtract 6x squared plus 10x. Algebraically determine if Susan is correct in her answer. So if we notice, we have the right rectangular prism and we have 3 dimensions. So when we find the volume, we do volume equals length times width times height. So all we have to do here is take those 3 dimensions and we're going to multiply them together. So we have our monomial, then we have our 2 binomials. So we're going to distribute our monomial into our first binomial first, and then we'll continue on with the second binomial. So 3x times 2x equals 6x squared. 3x times a negative 7 is going to be negative 21x. So we're just going to leave that as a binomial now, and then we're going to multiply it by x subtract 1. We're going to do the same process as we did before. We'll take the 6x squared, distribute it with x subtract 1. And then we have 21x, and we're going to distribute it with x subtract 1. Now we're going to go back and we're going to use distributive property again. 6x squared times x is 6x cubed. 6x squared times negative 1 is negative 6x squared. Negative 21x times x is negative 21x squared. And our last term, negative 21x squared times the negative 1 is a positive 21x. Now all we have to do is just add our like terms. 6x cubed, there is no more other terms like that. Then we have a negative 6x squared and a negative 21x squared. And that will give us negative 27x squared plus 21x. And if we go back and look at Susan's solution, we'll quickly realize that she is incorrect. And if we go through and look at the error analysis, we'll notice that maybe she added when she did the distributive property and did not multiply.